There's so many. There's so many. So I was thinking.
It's been a week since we last met. I bought me a new car, as you can see. A faster car. So yeah, I'm chilling at this office area here, what I own. Let's chill, smoke, and watch YouTube.
I make a fake one. Then I'll give myself admin. Troll, this is gonna be great. This is a great idea. Okay, here we go. Alright, okay, this is what I'm creating the map, alright? I'm creating the Squid Game map. I don't really know.
Become a joint.
Squid Game. Alright, I'm gonna search for things people have already made to speed this up. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got these guys. Alright, Squid Game guys. Alright, where's the doll? Yeah, there she is. Oh, alright, putting her over here behind these guys. Alright, and everyone else is gonna spawn down this side. Alright, okay, alright. Set up the spawns. I'm gonna test what I've got so far. Alright, here we go. We're in. Wait, what? Wait, the wall's up. Why did it fall over? Wait, what the? What is happening to this? Oh no. Oh god, how is it over now? What's happened to the guys at the end? What? Oh, they're dead. How do I make them not die? Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Need to get a timer on the wall. Timer, I'll grab this one. What is this? Timer script. What is this? I don't know how to write code. Am I gonna have to try and write code? There's all of that just to make a timer? Are you kidding me? Alright, let's test the timer. Oh, it fell over. Alright, let's put this in here. Get to the end for admin. So if people get to the end, I'm going to say they get admin. Make that very difficult for them. Okay, here we go. Alright, I made the doll really big. Let's test out what we've got. Oh, she's turning her head. Ooh. Okay, you can move. I'm still moving. Oh my god. Oh, why didn't they shoot me 4 times? They need to get to the end, right? They're starting here, they go all the way to the end. But I put the walk speed down really low. This is a great idea. This is absolutely amazing. I love this. Okay, I need to make a little admin area real quick. Hang on, let's put like an AK-47 down here. Here we go, got the AK. Let's test it out. Oh yeah, die, stupid doll. No! Oh, okay, no, it works. Alright, let's put all the admin stuff up on top of this wall here. Oh yeah. With the portal gun, with the AK. What about an RPG? Ah, there we go, just put it right there. Alright, good. Here we go, we got the RPG. Alright, let's try the portal gun. Put a portal there, portal here. What? No. Oh, no. Oh, no, help me! Ah, right at the end here, I have like a teleporter block that'll actually just send you all the way back to the beginning. I feel so bad. Come on, guys, all you need to do is get to the end for admin. That's all you need to do. Alright, publish the Roblox name, Squid Game, free admin. Save. Right now I need to make the game icon. Alright, there we go. That's looking pretty good. That'll get people to click on the ad, alright? Oh god, I hope people click on this. Otherwise, this is a lot of effort for nothing. Wait, I can make like a donation thing. Donate to me, please. Alright, uploaded some screenshots of the game. I think we're ready to go. Alright, how much Robux do I want to spend? Oh, 15,000. Oh, that's what the ad's gonna look like. Okay, alright, this is the first time I've done this. Alright, 10,000 Robux. Run. Alright, the game's open. It's time to start. Oh, here we go. We're gonna die. Here we go. Someone join. Oh god. Oh, we got another person. Oh, we got people joining. Hey, guys, what's going on? Oh, he's walking so slow. Oh, here we go. Oh, she's going as well. There you go. No, you just need to get to the end, guys. It's easy. Oh, she's looking. Don't move, guys. Oh my god. Come on, you can do it. Oh my god, we've actually got quite a few people in here. Hi, Flamsy. I think this guy's already given up. He's not even walking. He's not even walking out there. Okay, everyone's moving. Everyone's moving forward. Look how far they are right now. It's taking him a little while to get there. Oh no, she got shot. No. Oh, back to the start for you. Wait, why are some people admin? No. Why are some people already admin? How do I stop people? No. Oh no. We can move people dead. This guy's going real far, and I don't know about that one. We just hop into the vehicle here. Oh, okay, I got killed. Wait, he just guarded himself. No. I don't understand how some people already have admin. I have messed up really badly. Okay, this person's getting dangerously close. They've spent the last 10 minutes trying to get through this. Oh, look at the amount of people we have going. This is actually great. I'm gonna shoot the person right at the end. Why isn't it working? Die! Why doesn't the AK work? Am I an idiot? This is the first game I've ever made. Alright, I'm just gonna use the nuke. What happened? Oh, no, they died! What the heck? Maybe glitch? TP me to end, please? No, I'm not doing that. Speed me 6. Wait, no, don't do that. Don't use the admin commands. This is illegal. Ow, I got shot. No! Guys, I don't think I'm very good at this trolling thing, alright? I don't think I'm very good at this. I hate my life. I don't think any of them know how to use admin commands, so it's okay. Oh god, we've got a lot of admins now. Wait, this guy's about to get to the end. But he's gonna get instantly teleported back. Oh, he's gonna make it. Can Bacon do it? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's all the way back at the start. All of that time wasted. Hey, what the heck? I think you are lagging. Oh, and he died right at the end. Oh, no. Well, oh, and he just left. Oh, I'm so sorry. Come on, guys, you can do it. Why is no one able to do it yet? Come on. Oh, that guy's made it at the end again. He's just stuck at the end. They're teleporting someone. I can't pass the red line. You are lagging, I think. I think it's a bug. Yeah, no, sorry. I just need to work out the kinks in the game. Whoopsie, sorry. It gives you admin. It works for me. Look, see, I'm over the line. So many people just dying at the start. Come on, guys. Come on. You can do better than that. Like, so incredibly slowly. I want to walk faster, by the way. Well, that's just how the cookie crumbles, man. Sorry. Run fast. I don't think that's an admin command, man. This is wasting a lot of people's time. Arda, please make me admin. You gotta get to the end. Come on. You guys aren't very good at this. Come on, guys. Well, what are you doing? Will he die as well if I push? Yes. No, come on. I've got like 6 miniguns. Does that kill anyone? Wait, is this super laggy? Wait, what happened? What is that noise? Oh god, I've broken the game. I've broken it. Oh wait, hang on. Wait, I can pick up cars? Oh my god. You're not gonna just drop them on people? Oh my god, yes. I'm gonna get this guy.
The year is almost over.
I missed. No.
Season 5 is coming out next year. On this documentary, I cannot wait until next year.
Where did it go? Where did the car go?
Oh man.
Oh god,
I'll be turning 16 years old in this body.
No, guys, don't get in it. Don't get in the car. No, don't you dare. He's gonna. Oh, they got in the car. They got it. Oh, there we go. He's driving.
Hell
I'm just gonna have to
yeah.
nuke you, man. I'm sorry.
I'm just so excited.
Where did the missile go?
I cannot wait until next year.
Oh, it's creating hot.
Season 5 is coming out then.
What to the spawn? Oh no. What the? I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. Wait, why are you dying? Alright, fine. You guys can't
Oh
die.
man, I hope be happy
Oh, no,
next
wait,
year.
they're knocking out of the spawn. There's a
I
giant
can't
hole.
wait until
No,
next
they're
year.
falling. Oh,
Man.
This is torture. Well,
I'm so happy for next year. Season 5 is coming out of this documentary. Oh, I'm so happy. Can't wait to season 5 of this documentary. And then next year, season 6. Next year, season 7. Next year, season, you know, so on and so on and so on. Until I and the documentary crew, no, until the, not me, but until the documentary crew decided that's enough, or until we get fucking cancelled by these fucking stupid, dumb people what can't take a joke or don't know how the hood is, or basically anything pretty much like that fucking shit.
Hey, it's Mr. Tilson.
Oh no, he's coming up! He's coming up, baby!
Oh, you don't see me!
What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Minecraft, not modded, where we're going to be teaching Mimi how to play Minecraft episode 2. But today we're going to be using the Morph mod in order to troll him, because he doesn't know anything about mods either. So, yeah, we're going to mess with him. You ready, Blazin? Yeah! Well, what can you morph into? What you got, huh?
I can morph into a cheeky little spider. Look at me. And I can climb up these things.
So if you're part of the percentage that is not subscribed, subscribe right now. And make sure to go follow our Instagram, because at 100K, I will release a quarter of Blaz's his face. Mimi, are you there? Are you ready for your next Minecraft lesson?
I'm recording right now.
Yeah, I'm already recording.
You're recording right now?
I'm literally recording right now, Mimi.
Right now.
Right. Again, how does this always happen? You know what? Since it takes forever for Mimi to even do anything, I guess we'll just start making a house. Because that's the plan for this video. We're gonna make a house. He's never made a Minecraft house. Who has never made a house in Minecraft? Have you made
Let's
a
have
house?
another join.
I made tons of houses. I made houses, I made castles, I made banana farms.
I think we should just build a house and spawn. Let's go get wood. Yes, now, there you go. There you go.
Tree.
Why are you jumping? Don't. How do we get rid of him?
Are you stupid? It's simple physics. Look at this. Wait, no! Ah!
Wait, you know these pigs fight back? Why would they just let you fight back? Oh, well, great. You scared him off.
Can I just get as many sticks as I can?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and you have to make a bed, right? You need to get a sheep.
We kill the sheep.
Yes, you have to kill the sheep.
Oh, it's right here! Isn't it a sheep? Where's this a llama?
Does that look like a llama to you?
It's trying to leave. It can't even leave. Why did you open the door?
Why not? Why, you gonna leave him trapped in here?
No, I'm gonna murder
You don't have a sword.
with a stick. Ah! It's fighting back!
They what are you doing? Wait, stop!
You get
Stop!
I don't know, my little sheep!
What are you doing? You're just hurting poor sheep.
No, it's
Stop
I
it.
know, he was running away from the house. What the walls happened? He sucked his soul out of his body. What are
You
you
sucked his soul. Are you crazy? It's about to be nighttime. Mimi, quickly, get inside. Okay, so you know the rule against creepers, right?
Oh my god, what is this? There's a sheep on top of the house. God, he wants revenge. Close the door.
The doors are closed.
There you go.
You're good. You fixed it. You fixed the problem. Now he's outside. He opened the door.
What is this? How did it open a door?
What, you think they're dumb? He knows what you've done, Meme God. He knows what you've done. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Meme God, there's a green man in your house.
Is it gonna explode?
Oh my god.
No! My mortgage was due.
Alright, Meme God Plaza, come with me. We gotta make a new base, okay? Away from this explosion. Oh, there's a green man here. Look up, look up, look up. I'm not lying about this.
shit.
Look up, look up.
Looking up.
Oh my god.
I literally saw the video. You think you can fool me? Why don't you just teach me Minecraft like a normal person? Huh?
Okay, fine. Wood, mine wood. Oh, Mimi, don't freak out. Stop breaking that tree. Don't
Do I
move.
move? Why is there a
Don't
sheep
move.
on top of me?
That's not any sheep. It's the rainbow sheep.
Wait, do I
Wait, you
look
can
down?
move now. You can move. It moved. It moved. Oh my god, I think it's gone. It's already gone.
Can I look straight down? What?
Yeah, there's no green man. Why are you looking up? Okay, you know the lesson I taught you? See that tall man?
He looks so stupid.
You gotta make direct eye contact with him for him to go away.
Look at me. Look at Why is it not looking at me? Yeah.
See?
Oh,
When you make
yeah.
eye contact with him, he's completely friendly, right? Okay, now you're good. Now you know. So the next time you see one, just look it into the eyes.
Can I kill it?
Oh, don't. That angers it. Let him be.
Ah!
What? Why would you attack him? Why would you attack
I
him?
was just seeing if you're trolling or not.
Why would I troll about that? I was being legit. You said you wanted help. Oh, maybe God, look into the eyes, okay? We gotta make eye contact for it to go away. You didn't make eye contact with
I
it.
was making direct eye contact then.
You did not make direct eye contact with
I was
it.
looking directly with your eyes.
You did. You ignored it for like the first 5 seconds. Are you stupid?
Look at this. I'll look directly into his eyes from a distance. Look, he just did that weird thing.
It's too late. How much wood do you have, Mimi?
6 pieces of oak wood.
That's it? This entire time you only have 6 pieces of wood.
How much do you have, huh?
I have 20, and I'm making you your house that you should be making. You don't even have a door for your house.
I don't need a door. I can just use this block thing.
How is that a door? It doesn't open or close.
So I can just do this. Dirt. A dirt door.
That's the ugliest door I've ever seen in my life. I will go get you a door, okay? I'm gonna go find a village, alright? When I come back, I better see a double-decker door, okay?
You're saying, oh god. Oh god.
What?
What happened?
There's a green man.
It's a green
There's a
man.
green man, son.
Don't leave me.
Run, baby,
Don't
run.
leave me there. I'm scaring him away for you, Mimi. Oh no, he's coming up. He's coming up, Mimi. Oh, he's looking directly at me.
Escape. Run.
Lasso, go protect it. Go.
Get up.
Run up.
If I come back and the house is destroyed, I'm gonna cry. I am back.
Hey. What did you even do? What did you even get?
I got nothing because you're already panicking about one green man. Run, run, look up. Oh, there's 2.
Oh, there are 2. I'm looking up. Don't let go.
Look up.
Whoa! Why are there so many creepers?
Just look up, Mimi. Just literally look up. I swear. I promise on my life. If you look up, they'll ignore you. There's nothing to see here.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh! Got their egg at it. Ah!
Plaza, where'd you go?
I'm in a village.
You found a village? Oh, wait, I'm coming back then. I'm coming back.
Why'd you hit me? What the hell? Why is a polar bear next to me? It's a giant polar bear. It's falling into the water. I'm building.
Wait, building might work. Build up like 3 blocks high. Yeah, then it can't reach you. Okay, as long as it's not a building polar bear, you should be fine.
Building polar bear. How does a polar bear build?
They play Fortnite?
Oh yeah, it's been like 30 minutes and I still haven't built a house.
I know, it's so depressing. Mimi, get in the boat. Mimi, get in the boat right now. Mimi, forget about the house.
Why is there a sheep on a boat?
That's what I'm saying. It must be that rainbow sheep, man. Go, drive. Go over here, rainbow sheep. We got him. It's a dead end. It's on the run.
Wait, I'm stuck in a boat.
Oh my god.
I'm glitching out.
No, Mimi, we're gonna lose. We lost it. We lost the rainbow sheep. Congratulations. We would have gotten like 17 diamonds if we have caught it. Mimi, come back to the boats. We're going back to your house.
I'm gonna land on it.
No, don't do that.
No.
First lesson. I literally taught you on our first Minecraft day. Have you learned nothing? Oh, it's a sheephead.
What is that? How about we blackmail the RGB sheep by taking its friend as a hostage?
How do we do that? Trap him. Yeah. We have something to use against him.
And then we torture him while he's at it.
We're torturing the sheep. Wait, don't kill him. Don't. You killed him!
No, I didn't mean to kill him.
You killed our one opportunity.
Wait, it dropped some stuff. Raw mutton.
Don't eat that! Oh my god. No, you know what happens when you eat the raw mutton? You start seeing things you don't want to see.
Everything was normally fine.
No, it takes a while to kick in, but like then Minecraft gets like really trippy.
Why is there another person with me? Fox, what is this?
What? I'm literally right here.
I literally see just a black skin with my name on it.
I don't see anything.
Share your screen! Share your screen!
The fact that you don't trust me shows a lot about our relationship.
What do you mean?
Okay, fine, I'll share my screen. You want me to share my screen? I will share my screen.
No, don't share your screen now! There's no one there! Why would you say? You're very stupid!
I told you the raw mutton will make you start seeing things. No,
Why are you scamming me? All I asked was you to teach me Minecraft.
I'm literally teaching you Minecraft. Look how much I taught you. I taught you about the Enderman, I taught you about the Green Man, and look, you're a skilled Minecraft player now. Alright, I made bed for us back at the base. We should sleep. It's getting nighttime.
I'm back in my house.
Okay, I'm just standing on a tree because there's so many monsters outside.
You're gonna sleep or what?
We don't have any beds.
I don't like this nighttime. Why is there like 6 different? Why? There's a whole horde. They're climbing up.
Bend them off.
It's
No!
a-
I killed Blossom by accident. No! I didn't mean to kill you, Blossom. I didn't mean to kill you. Oh god. There's so many zombies, man. Yeah, I'll give you one of my swords, okay? Quickly, jump across. Wait, I'll build a cross for you. Quickly, can you make that?
You think I can make that?
You can do it. I believe.
Ah! No!
Oh my god, you made it. You
I
made
made
it.
it.
You did it.
What cost?
At my cost, because I'm still out there.
Okay, Mimi, you want to know the truth?
What? You scammed me this whole time?
No, actually, I didn't do anything. That was normal Minecraft. Straight up normal Minecraft.
There's no way this is normal Minecraft. You're
This-
telling me like a whole entire zombie horde spawns at night.
Well, maybe it's on hard mode, but it's still regular old Minecraft.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see
I didn't even build
more,
a proper house. Why are you ending the game? Why is there a camera walking up the stairs?
Oh my god, it's shooting.
if you guys want to see more of Meme God learning Minecraft, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe.
Well, you didn't even teach me anything.
At least you know how to make a pickaxe now.
See you guys next time.
Can't believe the year is almost over already. It seems like the year just begun. But it hasn't, yo. Oh, I can't wait till season 5 to come out next year. 2014, buddy. Oh, hell yeah. I cannot wait until season 5 of this documentary to come out, dude. I'm just so happy and excited. I can't wait season 5 of the documentary. Oh man. Man, I can't wait until season 5 when I turn 16 years old in this body. Like I said, I can morph into anyone who I like, or try and change my body. Like, you know what I mean, put my soul into another body, what's dead and fresh, You know what I mean. So yeah, pretty much, you know, I cannot wait until next year. Season 5 is coming out next year. I'm just so excited. Oh, can't wait until I'm 16 and season 5 of the show will release. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited that, oh man, I'm really happy for season 5 of this show, of this series. Oh man, I'm just really happy.
Rejection. Something that no man, no woman, no alien wants to have happen to them. Like, some of us brush it off easy, and some of us, and I don't feel the same. I'm so done. I've been feeling pain. I got
Well, head to bed in the car, I guess. May as well, cunt. Let's go to that crow shop now. And tell her, you know, her payment is due, you better pay up, or otherwise, you know, the shop will be fucking like her pretty much. Let's go pay her a visit. Put my gun away in my pocket.
Welcome to Suburban.
Get the fuck out, bitch. Out. Who else is in here?
Don't want to be here today?
Huh? Who else is in here? No one else? Good. So, how is the business? Huh? How is the business? It was pretty it was a shame this business got burnt down a couple of days ago, wasn't it? It was a shame you wasn't here
They make us wear their clothes.
to pay me what you owe. So, you either pay me what you owe now, or I'll shoot you right here and now. You can go to hell. Whatever you say, bitch. Whatever you say. I told you. If you don't pay up, I'll fucking shoot you. Any worse words? Fuck you. I'm going to see my fourth mum. My fourth mum is divorced by my fourth dad. At the beginning, I only had one dad and one mom, and one sister and one brother, and me. But I created a multiple family, like a big ass family, living in different houses in Brisbane. So, yeah. The house should be up here. This is the place up here. That place there. This is the place here. Shit.
Is that for real?
Lock the door, I guess. Nice, look at this view. I forgot how beautiful the crib is out here. Fuck yeah, I wanna live in the rich area of Brisbane. Look at this place. Hell yeah. Let's knock on the door. Actually, let's buzz. Yeah, hello, who is it? Hey, it's me. Who's me? Your son. Adam. Remember? Oh, right. I'll be out there in a second then. I'm just gonna get changed for you. Thanks. Let's chill. Right here and right.
Another great day at school. Now I just had to find my brother so we could go home. I was starving because I had given my lunch money to a kid who forgot his. I figured that act of kindness would feel much better than buying food for myself, and it sure was. I spotted my brother leaning against the car we shared. A cute girl approached him smiling, but he said something and she looked like she'd seen a ghost. I figured she mistook him for me. We're identical twins after all. Hey there, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more. It only takes a second and we really appreciate it. As soon as we got home, I went to the kitchen to say hi to my parents, while my brother Evan went up to his room as always. It smells fantastic. Did you guys make pizza from scratch? I asked my mom as soon as the amazing aroma filled my nose. I hugged her and did my special handshake with my dad. I then set the table and called my brother down
Let's
to
have a
eat.
joint.
So, how was school? Levi? Evan?
My dad asked me and my brother. I started telling them about my classes that day, but my dad kept looking at Evan.
Evan, I asked you about your school day,
said my dad sternly.
What are you nagging me for? That's supposed to be Mom's job.
Replied my brother. My dad instantly looked annoyed. Evan just knew how to push his buttons. They started shooting snarky remarks at each other, until their voices got higher and they were full of arguing. I exchanged looks with my mom, who looked upset, as she always did when Dad and Evan argued, which was often.
Why can't you be more like Levi?
Shouted my dad.
What's your problem with me?
Evan shouted back. My mom set her cup down roughly on the table, grabbing their attention. She looked annoyed too, but then she put on a sweet smile.
Evan, when is your next swimming competition, darling?
She asked. The atmosphere quickly changed. That was the one thing my parents didn't fight with Evan about. He's a fantastic swimmer. I was laying in bed later that evening when my parents came into my brother and I's room to say goodnight. My dad sat down next to Evan's bed and started asking him about his competition, which was in 2 days. They could talk about this for hours. Hey Dad, I wanted to ask you about how you applied to college because I began, but I was interrupted by my dad saying,
I'll be right there, son. Give me a minute.
then turning to talk to Evan again. I waited and waited for my dad to be done, but I eventually fell asleep waiting. This was normal. Their attention was always on me except for the days before Evan's competitions. I usually didn't care, but now I was flooded with college applications, and I needed my parents for advice, now more than ever. The next day, I was getting tired of my parents giving me none of their time because they were so focused on Evan. I knew it wasn't his fault, and that I'm old enough to know how to share, but I was getting annoyed at him. This is only because of your competition, you know? That's the only reason they don't fight with you right now, I said to him when we were both in our room.
You're jealous you're not their favorite son right now, aren't you?
He asked with a smirk. I wanted to punch his stupid face, which unfortunately was my face too. They'll forget about you after tomorrow, I snapped at Evan. He gave me a look of pure hatred. I had seen it before, usually when he fought with Mom and Dad, and I diffused the situation perfectly. He envied me, I could tell. I went to the bathroom to get ready for bed, then came back to find everything normal, except one tiny thing stood out. The clothes I had left on my desk chair were gone. They were dirty though, since I had worn them all day, so I figured Mom took them to the laundry. I went to bed, not psyched for my brother's competition the next day. I was sitting in the damp bleachers of the pool next to my parents, who were both holding signs with my brother's name on them. Psh, what's 2 little signs compared to the dozens they've made for me throughout the years? The competition was supposed to begin 5 minutes ago, but nothing. Another 5 minutes passed, and people were getting impatient. There was one swimmer missing, Evan's biggest rival. Suddenly, we heard sirens, and cops threw the doors open. I wondered who they were stalking towards, but soon enough, they were forcing me, barely keeping my voice steady.
Where were you last night at 12:47, son?
The detective asked. I saw the guy standing in front of a door, and when it opened, the guy punched the man who opened the door straight in the face. The detective zoomed in on the assailant, and I recognized him. It was me, wearing the clothes I was wearing yesterday. It looked exactly like me. Was I tripping? Did I leave my house and knock some guy out?
Does that not look exactly like you, son?
Asked the detective. I nodded slightly. Who's the man in the hotel room? I asked.
You know very well who that is.
Answered the detective. I took a closer look and my eyes widened. It was the missing swimmer. The missing swimmer had been found in his hotel room bathroom with a broken leg. Unable to move. And according to security camera... Unable to move. And according to security camera footage, it was me who attacked him. 4 hours later, my parents bailed me out. The swimmer was suing, so I'd have to go to court in a few days. My head was spinning. How did I appear in that footage wearing clothes I had taken off much earlier? When we arrived home and I saw my brother, it clicked. The dangers of having an identical twin. Evan framed me. I was on trial for attacking a young athlete for apparently no reason, but the only thing I was thinking about was how my brother betrayed me in the worst way possible. It made perfect sense. He wanted me gone, and he wanted his competitor gone. Now I was going to prison, and the poor guy Evan attacked would likely never swim again. At least not nearly as well as before.
Levi Freeman, you are sentenced to life in prison for physically attacking the plaintiff and leaving him to suffer, which was an irredeemably inhumane act.
Said the judge. She smacked her little hammer and my fate was sealed. I felt very little. I didn't feel sad or scared or weak. All I felt was anger. I had been in prison for a week when I made the decision to take matters into my own hands. The case was closed, meaning no one would even question that I had attacked Evan's competitor. I didn't deserve life in prison. I was innocent. I knew perfectly well that I was, though my case was definitely insane. My identical twin brother put on my clothes and framed me for leaving a fellow human being to suffer for hours. I had to escape somehow. I quickly realized you can't actually file bars until you squeeze out of your little window. Why do movies teach us all these stupid ways to break out of jail? I was put on kitchen duty for a few days, and that's when I got an idea. The next week, I asked to be put on garbage duty, which was always available since no one liked doing it, and the guards didn't want someone doing it wrong and leaving trash everywhere. I picked up trash all day and filled up multiple huge bags. It was disgusting, but I needed this. Later that day, I had to take the trash to the big garbage containers, and today was pickup day. You can probably guess what my great escape plan was at this point. I needed to be far from the prison before they noticed I was gone, so a little unpleasant ride surrounded by putrid garbage was ideal. The truck picked up the whole container with me in it and dumped it in the back. I was lucky the truck driver had to pee real quick, which allowed me to attack him and steal his clothes. A handsome and young guy like me didn't have any trouble at all getting a ride into town, which is where the next phase of my plan began. Doing the garden work was usually my job at home, so since I was gone, the grass, bushes, and trees were overgrown. Do you know what this was great for? You got it right, stalking. Every night I watched my family. I expected to see arguments, screaming matches, and slamming doors like always. So tell me why I saw smiling faces. I saw Evan doing a cool handshake with my dad and setting the table. I saw them talking all lively and laughing together. My brother replaced me. I was furious. I sat outside my bedroom window and watched my traitor of a brother living happily, a constant smile on his face. I had to take a deep breath to stop myself from storming in and hurting him, hurting the face that framed me. But it was too soon. I had things planned for Evan. Soon enough, he wasn't smiling anymore. He was scared. I would stalk him all the time. He saw a figure outside his window at night, but when he opened the window, it disappeared. He heard voices in the vents and heated tapping on his window. I watched as he lost sleep and got more shaken up by the day. I was even bold enough to shut down the power whenever he was home alone. I would always open doors that he knew he had closed, and close doors he knew he had opened. I left food out on the counter after he had put it in the fridge. I was evil enough to leave chips and crackers in his bed, so when he sat on it, they crumbled. My time finally came when my parents were out of town for the weekend. Evan was so on edge, he flinched at the light tap of a branch on his window. So imagine how he screamed when he saw me sitting on the kitchen island in the dark. I had a knife in my hand and slowly moved towards him, weeks of anger visible in my eyes. Evan staggered back, shaking. No hug hello for your brother? I asked him sheepishly.
How did you escape?
He demanded. I simply smirked at him. You framed me, I said. Evan stumbled and fell to the floor against the wall. I kneeled down to his level and said, You stole my life. Evan started explaining why he did it. He said he was tired of being the black sheep, of me being Mr. Perfect, of Mom and Dad hating him. I'm not Mr. Perfect anymore. Mom and Dad don't want to see me ever again, but they do want to see you. I grabbed Evan's chin and said, Luckily, we share a face. That night was the last time I saw my twin brother. When he scurried out of the house and promised to never come back, I went and changed into his clothes. I finally slept like a baby. I knew Evan was too much of a coward to come back. I guess I should call him Levi now, because now I'm Evan. Not like my parents will be able to tell the difference. They're kind of terrible. I think what I did was just. My brother stole my life, so I stole his in return. The only obstacle I have now is how the heck am I going to convince my parents to let me quit swimming?
Odessa, Malcolm, there's someone here we would like you to meet. I crawled out of my room and groaned. I had an assignment due, and all these interruptions were totally unacceptable. As soon as we arrived in the living room, Mom introduced the girl who was standing between her and Dad.
Melinda.
Nobody is going to steal anything from my grandma.
We're announcing today that Little Creatures Pacific Ale is full of tropical Aussie.
I jumped up and screamed with the plant pot raised in the air. Startled, the man stumbled backwards as I tackled him. We fought for a few seconds, and the plant pot fell from my hand. I pushed the man hard, and he fell backwards and hit his head on the corner of the table. Taking advantage of the fact that he was dazed, I grabbed the rope under Grandma's kitchen sink and tied him up with little resistance from him. I pulled my phone from my bag. I'm going to call the police. That will teach you for trying to steal from my grandma.
I'm not a thief.
The man said slowly. I caught you in my grandmother's house lurking around, and you're saying you aren't a thief? Let me guess, you must be some sort of security? I laughed bitterly.
I know Charmaine. I'm not a thief. I'm a friend of hers.
You knew Grandma? The man looked at me confused. She passed away about 4 months ago. I untied the man. Sorry about attacking you.
Don't worry about it. You are feisty, just like your grandma.
How did you know my grandma?
Your grandma and I were actually high school sweethearts. I was a nerd. She was the most popular girl in school. We planned to get married right out of high school, but my family moved away and we lost touch. Your grandma was my first true love. And she was 99% of the time the reason why I got into trouble as a teenager.
He laughed heartily. Do you mind telling me some of your stories with Grandma?
I would love to.
The man introduced himself as Dwight Ambrose. We spoke for hours about all the things that he and Grandma did when they were teens. It was nice having someone to talk about Grandma, since my mom never spoke about her after she died. Dwight's stories brought Grandma's memories to life. It was nice getting to know the younger side of Grandma. I looked at my watch. 3:15 p.m. Dwight, do you mind if we meet again to talk about Grandma?
I would love to, but next time, let's meet somewhere we could eat. Talking makes me hungry.
Let's have another joint.
Playfully. That Saturday was the first of many Saturdays that Dwight and I shared together. The twinkle that Dwight got in his eyes when he spoke about Grandma melted my heart and comforted me knowing that my grandma's memory would live on. One Friday night, Genesis and some of her friends were having a sleepover. Mom told Genesis that whatever she wanted, she should ask me. And boy, did she ask. Genesis had me back and forth getting snacks and drinks for her and her friends. When I entered her room, Genesis and her friends were trying out new hairstyles. Genesis was curling her hair with a curling iron by the vanity. I placed a glass of juice in front of her, and someone bumped me from behind, causing the juice to spill all over her. In her rage, Genesis not only screamed at me, but pressed the hot curling iron into my wrist. Her friends laughed, and I cried as I pulled my hand away. I ran to the bathroom and turned on the tap, as I allowed the water to cool my wrist. When I showed my parents what Genesis did, Mom said I probably deserved it. The next day, I didn't tell my parents when I left the house. I wore a long-sleeved t-shirt, even though it was hot out. T. Rosaria. I was flipping through the menu when he arrived.
Hey, how's my favorite 16-year-old doing?
We ordered and chatted for a bit.
Something wrong? You're usually quite the chatterbox.
I'm okay, just a lot on my mind today. Dwight nodded, but he continued to look at me suspiciously. After we ate, I offered to clear the pizza box and cups from the table. One of the cups still had a little juice, and it fell on the sleeve of my shirt. Without thinking, I pulled up the sleeve, revealing my ugly scar. Before I knew it, I was telling Dwight about everything that was happening at home.
What's going on?
Reluctantly, I told him about what Genesis did the night before, and before I knew it, I was telling Dwight about everything that was happening at home. By the time I was done, my face was stained with tears, and my vision was blurred by the tears I was trying to hold back. Dwight called over one of the waitresses, a middle-aged woman, and asked her if she could take me to the washroom and help me wash up. When I got back to the booth, the table was cleared and Dwight was on the phone. I sat and waited patiently till he came off.
I was just on the phone with someone who is more than willing to help you out. She's just around the corner. She should be here in about 15 minutes. How about we get some ice cream while we wait?
I nodded. Dwight got up and purchased the ice cream. He kept the conversation light, not really expecting me to answer. Hi, I see you're filling up on dessert before you have dinner again, a female voice said. Dwight chuckled and stood up. He moved to the side and allowed the woman into the booth before he sat down.
Odessa, this is my wife, Sandra Ambrose.
She extended her hand and I shook it. Dwight just told me about your dilemma. Would you mind telling it to me yourself? Her voice was soft and caring. Sandra Ambrose was the head of the social services division in our county. After hearing my story, she asked me if I wanted to stay with my family or if I wanted to move. I told her that I wanted to move, but I didn't have anywhere to go. Dwight and Sandra looked at each other as though they were having a non-verbal conversation. After a few seconds, Dwight looked at me.
We would be happy to keep you until we find you a suitable home.
Dwight and I chatted as Sandra made a few calls. When she was finished, she looked at me. Let's go and get your things. By the time Dwight, Sandra, and I got to my parents' home, there was a police car outside. Sandra spoke with the officers, and we all walked to the front door. Sandra knocked on the door, and Mom opened it. Good afternoon, Mrs. Dill. My name is Sandra Ambrose. I am from Social Services. This is my husband, Dwight Ambrose, and these are Officers Diaz and Raymond. I am here on behalf of Odessa, who has filed a report against your negligence and abuse against her. Because of her age, we don't need a court hearing to remove her from your home. Will you allow us to come in so she can retrieve her things? Mom nodded and stayed silent. Dwight, Officer Diaz, and I went to my room to gather my stuff while Officer Raymond and Sandra spoke with Mom. Within 30 minutes, everything was bagged and taken to the car. I didn't look at any of my family members as I walked out of that house for the last time. Dwight and Sandra didn't have children of their own, so, in the end, they decided to adopt me. I moved schools so I wouldn't have to interact with Genesis. Living with Dwight and Sandra made me realize how much love I missed out on growing up with my parents. On my 18th birthday, I told Dwight and Sandra that I wanted to take them to lunch, but I needed to make one stop first. I visited Grandma's lawyer and was given a letter. Nothing in the world could have prepared me for the contents of the letter. The letter stated that my mother wasn't really my mother. She was my aunt. But that wasn't as mind-boggling as the other part of the letter that said Grandma wasn't my grandma. She was really my mother. A few years after my grandma's husband died, she rekindled the flames of her high school sweetheart. After about 3 months, he was called back on duty and he left. Grandma never told him that she was pregnant, even though they wrote to each other over the years. He had found love somewhere else and had gotten married after retiring from the service. After giving birth, she got heart complications and wasn't given long to live. She gave rights to her sister so I wouldn't end up in the foster system, and she ensured that she sent money every month to take care of her baby girl. Now that I was 18, it was only right that I found out who my real parents were. Just then, the secretary knocked on the door and asked the lawyer if he was ready for the next client. The lawyer nodded and stood up to welcome the client into the office.
Good day, Mr. Ambrose. Thank you for joining us.
The lawyer and Dwight shook hands before they sat. What are you doing here? I looked at Dwight, then the lawyer.
Well, that's what I'd like to know.
The lawyer told Dwight that his name was given as the father of Charmaine Tesla's daughter. Do you mean to say that Dwight... My voice trailed off. The lawyer nodded.
Mr. Ambrose, I would like to introduce to you Odessa Dill, your daughter. Now, if you would follow me, there is someone here to take your DNA to confirm that you are indeed daughter and father.
Dwight and I stood holding each other crying for at least 10 minutes before we followed the lawyer to the next room.
Fuck off, ads.
At lunch, we told Sandra all about the events at the lawyer's office. We laughed, we cried, we held hands despite the queer looks people were giving us in the restaurant. Sure enough, when the results came in, it was confirmed that Dwight and I were father and daughter. I changed my last name to Ambrose, and Sandra and Dwight changed their own wills and added me into it even though I begged them not to. There's a saying, life begins at 40. But my life began at 18, when my real mother gave me something more precious than money or anything money could buy. She gave me a new start with a new family. I know that she is watching over me. I finally have the life that I deserve. Mom, look at what I found outside in the bushes.
Juliet, my older sister, approached Mom, holding a dog in her hands.
Can we keep it, please?
It was a small brown and white dog with a distinctive snowflake covering one eye. Mom sighed.
I'll discuss it with Dad when he gets home.
Tomorrow is gonna be the new year.
I will name the
I
dog
can't
Max.
wait to the new year.
Slowly as she headed to the backyard.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't
A
forget
new
to like
year,
and
new
subscribe to our channel to hear
beginning.
more of our crazy stories.
I know, right?
Hit that notification
Adam?
bell, too.
Yes,
Juliet and I never got along.
definitely.
It
A
seemed to me
new...
that she always had it out for me. The way Mom tells it is that Juliet always wanted a little sister,
Oh,
but when
hell
she got
yeah.
weaned, she
I
wasn't
can't
very happy.
believe it.
When I was 5, Mom
Tomorrow
told us
is
we
gonna
could go play in
be
the
a new
backyard.
year. It's gonna be
Juliet tied me to a tree and
2014,
stuck it to a rope.
buddy.
Rain fell, and I was sick for 2 weeks. At age 8,
Oh,
after watching some
man.
Daredevil stuff on TV, Juliet convinced me
Hell
to
yeah,
jump off the top bunk.
2014.
She told me that the rope tied on my foot was the same ones they used on the TV. I trusted my sister and jumped.
Season
Fractured my
5
cheekbone,
is
and
gonna come
Juliet
out
convinced Mom and Dad that it was all
tomorrow.
my doing.
Hell
When I
yeah.
started junior high, Juliet pretended that we didn't know each other. Let's just say that when a sibling doesn't like you, things tend to get a bit crazy at home. The consequences of Juliet not liking me
Oh
meant that my
man,
parents
I'm
paid more
so
attention to me than
excited
they
for
did to
the
her,
new
and
year,
over the years, she became
2014,
extremely
buddy.
jealous of it. When
I'm
Dad
so
came home, he
excited
told
for
Juliet that she could keep the
2014,
dog,
goodbye
but she had to take care of it, which meant
2013.
using her own money from the
Oh
weekend job that she had to buy it
man,
whatever
I'm
it needed.
so
Juliet was
excited for a
ecstatic.
new
Come on,
year.
Max. Let's play till dinner.
Dad looked at Mom in confusion. She shook her
Here,
head and walked back to the
this is
kitchen.
John the Smoke
When Mom
Melinda,
brought us to dinner, Max was
aka
sitting
my
at the table in my
Melinda.
chair.
Thanks,
Move that
baby
pitch back
son.
from the table,
You're welcome,
Juliet.
baby mommy.
Not a mangy mutt.
She scratched behind Max's ears.
He's the new and improved Max.
She made baby noises at the dog. Juliet, get that dog out of
Okay,
here.
we're
The
doing
table is no
done.
place for a
Then the
dog.
smoke, then
Dad
we'll
bellowed.
fuck like
The
normal.
next night, I came
Done.
home late from
Do you
practice.
want me to take
Mom
a
ordered
pill
pizza,
or
and she told
have
me that the remaining
a
4 slices were
abortion?
left. I couldn't wait to see
No,
the
I
bites
really
and
want
then,
kids with
when I
it this
arrived home, the
time.
pizza box was
Cool,
gone.
fair enough.
Mom, where's the pizza?
It's on the kitchen table.
Mom walked into the
You're the
kitchen.
one that
When
programmed
she
me,
realized it
son.
wasn't there, she called Juliet
Yep,
and
I
questioned her.
am.
I told you that the last 4 pieces were
And
for
you
Max.
programmed
I
me.
did give them to
Ask
Max.
you program
Juliet looked
all
at me
girls.
Juliet,
You know what I
you
mean,
gave
to
the dog
obey
the
them.
pizza? I was
You
talking about your
Yep.
brother.
and
not
other
the
men.
dog.
Yep.
Oops.
She placed her hand on her mouth and walked away. If that wasn't bad enough, a few days after that, Juliet let Max in my room and he destroyed some of my things. Pillows, shoes, books. It was a disaster. Juliet said that she needed to go to the bathroom and she locked Max in her room, and he must have gotten out somehow. Dad told Juliet that the dog
Your
wasn't
tits
allowed in
got
the house
bigger.
for 1
I
week,
know.
and if things continued like
And
this,
your
the dog would
boobs.
have to go.
And your ass
Probably not
too.
the neat younger brother, but sadly,
Melinda,
things did
Melinda.
continue, because I made
Baby
sure
mom.
that they did.
I
The
know
next
what,
few
baby
days, I
son.
made sure that Max added a few more incidents to his list. I placed one of Dad's new shoes in the kennel. I also let Max inside and placed Mom's favorite vase in his way so it broke. I even got Max to chew on my new
So,
math
tell the
textbook.
cameras
By
how
this
old
time,
you
Mom
are.
and Dad were furious.
I am
Juliet begged for one more
21
chance to keep
years
Max, and
old.
reluctantly, my parents agreed. Once alone, Juliet glared at me.
I know that you're behind
Yep,
everything.
you're
I have
21,
no idea
hi.
what you're talking about.
Yep.
I smiled politely.
Don't worry. You will pay for this.
Juliet stormed off and I laughed hysterically. Over the next few days, things were pretty quiet. Juliet stayed out of my way and I stayed out of hers. One morning, while on the way to school, I saw Juliet standing, staring at a tree. I walked up behind her. Hey, Juliet, is everything okay? Juliet jumped.
I'm fine.
She stuck something in her pocket and walked away. I didn't think anything of it since,
Oh.
well, Juliet is a girl and sometimes girls act weird for no reason. Until I was walking home from school and realized why Juliet was acting the way that she did.
Can you make me gag and choke me?
A dog that looked just
Just like you
Max
normally
with a
do?
collar. Would
Baby
Juliet
son?
really? My voice
Dumb
trailed off.
baby mummy.
That afternoon,
Thanks, baby
Juliet
son.
had band
You're
practice,
welcome.
so it gave me enough time to search her room. I really didn't expect to find the collar, thinking that she would have thrown away any evidence, but there it was. The collar was hidden in her jewelry box. I took pictures of it, made sure that Juliet's room was just how I found it, and went to my room. I can't believe Juliet stole that dog, I thought to myself as I tossed a ball into the air and caught it mindlessly. I had two choices. I could either tell Mom and Dad, or make Juliet pay for every rotten thing she had ever done to me over the years. I smiled at the thought. After dinner that night, Mom called me to wash the dishes. I told her that Juliet said she would wash them for me since I helped her ace her science test. Juliet protested.
The both of you better figure this out. I'm heading to bed. Good night.
I called Juliet and showed her the picture of the dog collar. I know what you did, so from now on, you do what I say when I say it. Got it? Juliet nodded and headed to the kitchen while I returned to my bedroom to think about other things that I could get Juliet to do for me. It felt good to finally be able to control my sister after all these years. The next few days that followed made me question why I didn't think about a stunt like this sooner. I got my sister to put on my shoes every morning, make me breakfast, carry my books, and even do my homework. Once that was in my jacket, I walked calmly to my room to get a better look at it.
Got ya! Now who's going to go to jail?
Juliet smirked. What are you talking about? I don't even know how this got into my jacket pocket.
Who cares? I don't. This information is too good for blackmail. Go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not collect $200.
Juliet cackled and walked out of my room. I followed angrily and barged into her room. Do you know anything about this?
I don't have to tell you anything. What I do know is you are in possession of a stolen item.
I walked towards her and grabbed her arm. Tell me what you know. Juliet.
If I was him, I would
You really think
pull
that
her
anyone
down,
with
pull her
like
pants
you?
down, and
My
stick
father
my
owns
dick
the
in her.
largest jewelry store in the
To
country.
show her who's in
She
charge.
planted the necklace on you. You started the game, and I'm finishing it.
Juliet and I spun towards the direction of her door. Standing there was Mom and Dad, hands folded across their chest, and anger plastered on their faces.
What is going on here?
Juliet's eyes darted between Mom's and Dad's face.
Mom,
Mom walked towards me and snatched the necklace from my hand.
somebody had better start talking before I call the police to take you both away.
I had never seen Mom or Dad this angry before. Juliet and I both started talking together to give our side of the story. One at a time, Dad said impatiently.
You can skip here if you want, I'm lonely.
Both told our sides of the story.
Sure.
When we were
Thanks,
finished, we were
baby son.
invited to stay
You're welcome,
for
baby
until we were
Melinda.
told to come out. The
Moindy.
worst feeling you can have is
Mummy.
waiting for your parents to decide your punishment. After about 2 hours, Mom and Dad told Juliet and I to pack up our clothes and to meet them in the sitting room. Juliet and I protested, but Mom and Dad weren't having it. When we got to the living room, there was a strange man and a woman standing there.
Juliet, Max, this is Mr. and Mrs. Singh. They run a home for troubled youth. They are here to take you to your new home. Your dad and I have tried everything over the years to get you two to at least tolerate each other, but nothing worked. Maybe Mr. and Mrs. Singh can teach you something your father and I couldn't.
Juliet and I begged and pleaded to stay. We promised to be better, but our parents turned their backs on us, and Mr. and Mrs. Singh dragged us to the car and drove off. When we got to the home, Sandy was also there. She and Juliet hugged each other. She walked over to me and apologized for everything that she did. I accepted her apology. I then apologized to Juliet, and she apologized to me. We realized that we did take things too far, and we both could have ended up in jail, or worse, because we couldn't get along. Juliet and I made a pact that day to try and be friends. A week later, Juliet, Sandy, and I were called to a room. In the room was Mom, Dad, Sandy's parents, and another man they didn't know. How are you kids holding up? Dad raised his eyebrows at us. We're doing okay. Dad introduced Juliet and I to the strange man in the room, Mr. Decker. He was Max's owner. Max's real name was Pluto. Juliet apologized for stealing the dog, and she said that she was sorry for any grief caused to the family. Mr. Decker accepted Juliet's apology, thanked our parents, and left.
Have you all learned your lesson? It takes one wrong prank to land someone in jail.
Mom looked at the three of us. We apologized to our parents and promised them that we would do better.
Good. Now get your things and let's go home.
Later, at home, Mom and Dad told us that Mr. and Mrs. Singh were dear friends of theirs, and nothing was written on their record. When Sandy's dad heard about what happened, they all decided that this was the best avenue to take to teach us a lesson. Juliet and I still do what siblings do, get on each other's throats, but we did learn that families should be there for each other and not against each other.
This one. Hey, fuck off ads.
Stop and think about.
We followed Michael up the pathway to the front door. Michael tried to open the door, but it was locked.
Maybe there's another entrance around the back.
Ah! I looked at Layla. Her face was white as a sheet, and she was pointing to the floor. When I realized what she had seen, I started screaming too. Red liquid that looked exactly like blood was seeping through the crack in the door. I turned to Michael, but he was freaking out.
Let's get out of here!
But before I go on any further, please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of our creepy, mysterious, and awesome stories.
Let's get out of here!
But hold up. I need to start from the beginning, where it all began. As I stepped down from the train and onto the platform, I stopped for a moment and looked around me. The familiar sights, sounds, and smells of my hometown hit me like a hammer. I'd really missed this place. I had spent the last 5 years working in Spain. It had been a fantastic experience, one I'd never forget. But now it was time to come home. I missed my friends and my family too much to stay away any longer. I couldn't wait to meet up with my friends Jack, Hannah, and Layla. We had so much to catch up on. I walked out of the train station and looked around for my dad. He was nowhere to be seen. Don't tell me he's forgotten to come and pick me up. But then, I heard his voice shouting for me.
Let's have a
Sally,
smoke,
Sally, over
then
here.
we'll fuck
I
the
looked around
mum.
and saw my dad waving madly at me from the other side of the car park.
Don't baby
Mom was
son.
with him, and between them, they were holding up a sign saying, "Welcome home," in big letters.
Love
I ran
you.
over and gave them
Love
a
you
hug.
too, baby.
I missed you
Mummy.
guys so much. I'm so happy to be home. We're happy you're home too. Come on, let's get back and you can tell us all about your travels. On the way home, I told my parents all about my life in Spain. The food was amazing and the beaches. The water, crystal clear. I swam with dolphins and went snorkeling. This sounds fantastic, said Dad. I'm surprised you wanted to come home. It was a fabulous experience, but it's time to come back. There was one other reason that I really wanted to come home. But I didn't tell my parents. You see, I had always had a secret crush on Jack. When I was in Spain, I started to think about him more and more. What if he was the love of my life? What if we were meant to be together, but I never gave it a chance? I decided that I was going to lay my cards out on the table. I was going to tell Jack how I felt, and hopefully he would feel the same way about me. Once I had unpacked all my things, I called Hannah. I was closest to Hannah than anyone else. I'm back.
Sally, it's so good to hear your voice. When can we meet up?
How about tomorrow? I'm a bit tired from traveling now, but I'm sure after a good night's sleep, I'll be fine.
Okay, let's meet at the cafe at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Tell Jack and Layla to come too.
I will. See you tomorrow.
I was the first to arrive at the cafe. I asked the waitress for a table for 4 and waited for the others to arrive. I'd only been there a couple of minutes when I saw Hannah and Jack walking in together. I was just about to wave to them when something struck me. They were holding hands. Hannah spotted me at first and ran over and gave me a hug. I turned to look at Jack. He was even more handsome than I remembered, and my stomach lurched.
Hi, Sally. You look great. The Spanish life obviously suits you.
Yes, you're right, darling. Sally looks amazing. You're so tanned.
Wait a minute. Has she just called Jack darling? I must have looked a bit confused because Hannah looked at me and said,
Oh, of course, you don't know, do you? Jack and I are dating. Actually, we've been together for almost a year now.
That's great. I'm so happy for you, but now home, I couldn't contain it any longer. I ran up to my room and burst into tears. Of all the people for Jack to start dating, I lay in my bed and sobbed my heart out. Why did this have to happen to me? The next time I met up with Hannah, Jack, and Layla, I couldn't help but feel jealous. It wasn't fair. I had liked Jack for such a long time. I felt sure that if Hannah wasn't around, he would date me. We were going to the movies, just the 4 of us. Hannah and I waited in line to buy the tickets, whilst Jack and Layla went to get some popcorn and drinks for us.
Sally, I still can't get over how
It's
brown you are. Your skin looks
2014,
amazing.
buddy.
Thanks. Yeah, I guess I
Yeah,
do. I didn't need a sickly pale
buddy.
color like you.
16. I turned
I could see
20.
the hurt in her eyes.
I turn
Sally,
22
That's a
tomorrow.
mean thing to say.
Well,
Cool.
it's true. You look so pasty. Hannah didn't speak to me after that. Well, I didn't care. It wasn't my fault if
Happy
she couldn't
birthday
handle
for
the truth.
tomorrow.
When we
Thanks.
went to
Happy
take our
birthday
seats,
for
I made sure
today.
that I sat
Thanks.
next to Jack. And as we sat watching the movie, I began daydreaming that he would put his arm around me. But of course, he didn't. Because Hannah was there to spoil everything. I would just have to get him on my own sometime. If Hannah was out of the way, he would surely realize that it was me that he liked. The following week, I was sitting at home watching TV when my phone rang. I picked it up and saw that it was Jack calling. Hi, Jack. What are you up to?
Hi, Sally. I was just calling to invite you over to my house tomorrow for a barbecue.
My heart skipped a beat. Finally, I would have a chance to talk to him alone. That'd be great. Who else is coming?
Oh, just Layla and Hannah, of course.
My heart dropped. Oh, sorry. I can't make it. I just remembered I've got plans. There was no way I was spending my time watching those two cozying up together. I don't know if Jack realized I changed my mind when I knew Hannah was going to be there. If he did, he didn't say anything.
Oh, that's a shame, Sally. Maybe another time.
I tried to avoid Hannah and Jack as much as possible, but we lived in a small town and it was virtually impossible not to bump into them. When I did see them together, I tried to keep my feelings hidden, but eventually I couldn't take it any longer. We were at a party, and they were cuddling up together, being all lovey-dovey. I was sitting with Layla when I suddenly burst out crying. Sounded like it could be fun, and I... this kind of way.
Come on then, girls. Brave enough to go in on my...
It was on a tree.
Old man dying there?
You're a good friend. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Listen, I've got an idea. You love horror stuff, don't you?
I nodded. It was true. Ever since I was a kid, I had been obsessed with everything horror. From horror movies to spooky places, everything.
Well, I know about this haunted house. Why don't we go and check it out tomorrow?
What do you mean, haunted? What have you heard about it?
Oh, lots of people have said they've seen weird stuff there. People have gone missing. There are even rumors about an old man dying there, and his body was never found.
It sounded like it could be fun, and I definitely needed something to take my mind off Hannah and Jack. So I agreed to go with Layla. When we got to the house, it didn't look any different to the other houses around it. In fact, you would describe it as pretty ordinary. It was on a tree-lined street. Every house had a white picket fence at the front and flowers growing.
Done. Your room is down here, hey? Yep. Dinner table, kitchen, outdoor kitchen, then ping pong table, yep. The flat screen, a chill area here, spa, telescope, chill area, another chill area, yep. So yeah, and look at the good view from here. Man, I wanna live in a mansion one day. Man, I wish I could live in a fucking mansion one day. Good view. I'll be happy. I finally made it in life. It'll be my dream come true. Oh yeah, your room is here, isn't it? Yeah. Let's do this. Done.
No freaking way!
Let's do this. Done.